Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the review. Today we're going to get started on the Union Worker Gomez. So, let's get to it. I've thoroughly enjoyed photographing this guy, so I'm going to bring the fun part to you, and let's talk about it. We have our really cool overalls, we have our cool workers gloves, we have our boots, which, voila, you can see there. But I really like the look on it overall because it really comes together in like a blue collar look on Gomez. So it's really cool to see it, right? We have a really nice pinstripe shirt that's half sleeved. We have our workers gloves, and the gloves and the overalls are probably my favorite part because I love this electrical worker design where the gloves are kind of padded, but it's like to absorb shock, flame, things like that. And I just like the colorway where it's the index finger is yellow, but the rest of the glove is white. Then we have yellow tips. It's also dirtied up to show that it's wear and tear. It's really nice to have that. We have just the overall like workers look, and I love it. Even the patches on the knees, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Our boots are worn in. We have our construct special. We have our socks that roll all the way up to the calf. So like this is a real workers man. Even with our overalls rolled up, I've really enjoyed this. Now, in terms of articulation and then like our overall look, I've loved it because not only is it really cool, but it doesn't seem to hinder much of the articulation. As you can see, we still have bicep swivel. We're double jointed. Our head can go around, right? We have tons of articulation there. Our ab crunch is really nice, as you can see there. We can rotate all the way down and through. We can still go left and right. So lots of movement here, even with our legs, right? Look at that, no problem whatsoever. We still have our thigh swivel, and we have a double jointed knee. So look, so that means even if I wanted to do something really cool, right? And just kind of have him sit and chill, just look really unbothered. Look at that. Whoop. Let's turn that foot down. But yeah. Look at that. Just completely unbothered, completely posed up, looking really cool. And I love stuff like this. I love that there is no hindered movement here. So it's really going to be a good time. Look at that. See? No issues. With all that being said, one of my favorite things to do is we still have functional pockets. Obviously, our big gloved hands can't fit in there. But we can do cool things like this, right? And we can really kind of show off like Gomez, like, you know, if he's not working, just hands in pockets, relaxing, walking. There's a lot of cool movement and personality you can just get out of this. So look at that, right? So I like things like that. Our overalls, like I said, the overall is probably one of my favorite things because this look just screams like cool worker vibes, right? Well, obviously not cool worker, but you know what I meant. So here we are. So with that being said, though, we jumped over our movement. We've covered the overalls. This has a little pocket there too. We have our pocket here. We even have our back pockets. What I do want to do is go over our accessories. So with that being said, let's do it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into accessories. I don't even know where to begin because we have a lot of nice, cool stuff. But I think we should start with our hand accessories. So let's do that. First off, let me make sure the focus is going to work out. Right? Here we are with two pointing fingers. So we have our pointing fingers. And like I talked about with the gloves, I do like that. It's dirtied up. There's a nice wash on it. And it shows off that asymmetrical dime of the one leading finger is yellow while the rest are white. But it's tipped in yellow. So I really like that. Next up, we have our open action hands, which are really cool. Then we have a more daring action hands, kind of semi-closed, kind of show you in mid-action, right? Next up, probably one of my favorite Gomez staples, the FU hands, right? Then you're going to get two types of gripping hands. This is going to be the gripping hand that's sort of like a semi-trigger. As you see, the index points out just a little bit more. And then you have the second set of gripping hands, which are just naturally gripping hands. And this will be for your things like, ooh, let's go over that right now. You have something like your long and short. So you have your hammer and your mallet. Both have the M for Mezco on it. But what's really cool is this one is kind of like a wood-shaped hard iron mallet. There's no metal in this one. But in our hammer, there's actual real metal. So that actually hurt me just a little bit. I don't know why I played myself like that. But yeah, this is real metal on the top of the hammer, so it has weight to it too, and that's always really cool. Next up, we have a crowbar. When you got to open up crates the right way, or you know, lift or things like that, because the crowbar is not just for opening things. You can use to lift things with weight. We have our smaller hammer. This one actually has the backhand side for removing nails and things like that. Then have your wrench. This is a working one, so as you can see, it can actually go upward and close up. It's a working tool, an actual miniature working tool. We have our long lug nuts wrench, which is like, I guess, a super wrench. This is the one you kind of see with like Super Mario Brothers and stuff like that. But the point is, like, this is a real existing one. It works. I actually use this like sort of like an Allen key recently, so it's pretty cool because it's functional for real. We have our smaller one. Let's get some focus on that. Let me get my hand behind it. Again, metal. No, this one is not metal. But yeah, some of the tools are indeed. Oh, no, it's metal. Then we have our double-sided one. It's hard to tell when it's so small. And this one also have the lug nuts in it. As you can see here. Next up, and this one's actually really cool. Then we get another stuff. So let's jump into the second part of it. So let's get to that. Now, with all those tools I showed you, it would be crazy to not have a tool belt. So you actually get a tool belt as well. Oop, fell right out my hand. So let's actually get Gomez, arms up. We're gonna get the belt around him. We're gonna put it on. Oop, I got it upside down. So we're gonna get the tool belt on him. And forgive me because I'm behind the camera, so it's always a little difficult putting things on. But here we have our tool belt. Now, because I didn't go over this in the first part of the review, I'm gonna talk about it. We actually get 2 screwdrivers as well. So we get a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver. So here's one of them. Then here's your other. All right, so we have our mini screwdrivers. You can actually place these right out front. The pouch actually opens up as well too. So you can actually store tools in there or store whatever it is you want in there. And then, like I said, there's actually like other pockets and pieces so you can like store the mallet or your hammer. So here's one for the hammer. There it is. Takes a little bit of work, but you can get it in there. I just want to make sure I get it. There we go. So let's say you wanted to store your hammer in there, or if you wanted to do the mallet, or let's say like the wrench or something, you actually have a lot of storage space for all the tools. So now Gomez is racked up on tools and ready for an adventure as he cleans house. I really like stuff like this, making sure everything's kind of functional. You can put most items away or just have a place for the tools, right? Let me actually, so the reason why this stuck up is because actually I have this right under there. You can actually just pull that back, make sure it looks a little formed ready, right? Look at that. This looks really, really cool. But that's not all he comes with. He actually comes with more. So we will actually get a hard hat for Gomez as well. And the hard hat is very simple. You can either take off the antenna and pop it on, or you could just align it so that it just slides through. But it looks really cool on there. And just to throw in some more fun, we get a tiny grub. So tiny grub is in here. Let me get my hand behind it so I can focus. There we go. And tiny grub also comes with his own tiny hammer. Tiny hammer. And Grub has his own hard hat as well. And for Grub, it's a simple, it's soft plastic, so you can just kind of mold it right in. Just let it fit in. Boom. Now you have hard hat Grub. Looking really cool. Last but not least, you still will get a boom boom. And this is a Workers Union boom boom. To open up boom boom, you're gonna reveal back the lid, pop it open so you can store your tools in there in case you don't want them on the belt. But boom boom also works as a functioning regulator for the welding tool. Let's talk about that. So with our welding tool, you'll get a long set of wires here with a blowtorch at the end. So here's our blowtorch, and we have our wire. They actually are wired, right? You're gonna see 2 portholes. You can actually plug these in at the end. Oop. Right, so we're just plugged in with no problem. And then with that, there is a regulator that you will get that plugs into the other end of boom boom. And now you are blowtorch ready with boom boom. So there you have that. There we go. And it's wired, so like I said, you can position it how you want. But going to take these off for a second, leave Boom Boom in the background. And this is pretty cool because you'll also get a blowtorch effect for the blue flame that attaches into it. And we all know blue flame is a lot hotter. You'll also get an accompany effect for that. Oop. You can just pop on the end like a blowtorch effect. Or if you want just a normal flame piece. Oop. There we go. Again, if you want to just make it do what it do, there you are. You have options. But what welding tool will be complete without a welder's mask? You're definitely going to need this, or welder's mask. And for your welder's mask, in case you want to put that on, I'm just going to move the body for a second. You're actually going to line these up like this so that they come through, because there is a plate under the mask to line up the mandibles. So there we go. We're going to pull these through. It's always difficult on camera. Never easy. So you pull the mask back and down, and you make sure the mandibles and face line up. Now you have, boom, Gomez with a welder's mask. If you want to see what it looks like with it on, we'll have a take a peek right here. There we go. So you can protect your face when you are welding, right? Last but not least, we do have one of the favorite things, and this kind of rounds out the look for me. I really like this. We take our mask off. We're going to take our gloves off and our belt off, right? We are going to round out our look with our jacket, because the jacket is actually pretty cool. It matches the overalls. Gotta have a matching outfit. Gotta have the matching fit. If the drip don't fit, then you must have quit. So here we are. We're gonna just line our arms up, get our jacket on, and we make sure that the collar lines up. All right. Our sleeves are a little longer, but that's okay because we want that room. I'm gonna leave one arm off so I can showcase something that I like to show off. Gonna pick our neck up. And one thing that I've thoroughly enjoyed, that even though the sleeve is longer, again, with the functional pockets, if you wanted to put a hand in the pocket, you're pretty much set. Like, you're good, right? So here we are completing the outfit, looking really good. I like this a lot. So our blue collar worker definitely has the drip and the fit to like really work it out. All right? Look at that. Looking really solid there. With all that being said, he looks really cool. So off screen, I'm going to take off his jacket. We're going to get lined up for the size comparison. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, now we're going to jump into the size comparison. I'll pull back just a little bit so we can get a greater grasp of what we're getting. Let's first compare to some Mezcos. Here we are with Atticus Doom. And I use Atticus Doom because he's a little bit smaller. So you can see size-wise, Gomez is a little bit taller than Atticus. Small guy. Cool old man, though. Cool old man. Then we have one of the pink skulls. So here we are lined up. And as you can see, not completely the same size, but I like that there's different sizes because not everybody's the same height. We all know I'm short, so there we are with that. Here we are with Captain Nemo, right? And then let's do a Krieg, so you can see body-wise. Like, not everybody's the same size or body. When you line these guys up, all different sizes. But as you can see, different heights, different sizes, different scales of people. And this is all upon the Rumble Society line. So let's take these guys away. Gently put those guys away. Now we can compare to some other lines. So let's do the Valorverse stuff. So here we are, Valorverse Action Force Night Brigade. As you can see, a little bit smaller. Let me just fix that little bit of tweak inside. There we go. Then we have the articulated icons, Foosh Toyz, Evil Sensei Itami. So you can see these guys are a little bit smaller than Gomez. Next up, we have a Hasbro Marvel Legends Black Suit Spider-Man, or Symbiote, depending on who you're talking to. As you can see, a little bit taller than most other domestic lines, but still works in terms of size, right? Let's take these guys away. Next, we'll use a G.I. Joe Storm Shadow. This one is a kit bashed custom one that Public Enema helped me create, the IDW Storm Shadow. Then we have the SH Fig Arts Kamen Rider Kuga, who size-wise, these guys are significantly smaller, but again, it could work, right? Last but not least, we're going to do Mythic Legions, and here we are with a custom knight. And as you can see, he is one of the few lines that are actually bigger than Gomez, but it works. So here we are, wrapped it all up. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you had a great time watching it. I hope you like the cool Union Gomez. So let's take these guys away last, and then we'll do a final word. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for this opportunity to review it. And as always, guys, please make sure you do right by yourself and others. So as always, be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.